A new set's out, and that means it's time to rank all the commanders from that set. This one is Core 21.
We're the nitpicking nerds.
No. I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy, and that makes us the nitpicking nerds, as I just said. Do you like rankings and tier lists and moving stuff around in a specific order? That's all we're doing right now. Subscribe to the channel and get more of it.
That's all we've ever done.
No.
And besides, you want to be subscribed to this channel because our subscribers are 10% less spiteful.
Disclaimer guy here, the nitpicking nerd can't help how spiteful you are. So stop being so spiteful.
Spitefulness can ruin a game of Commander.
True.
That's a very potent ability to have. You just got to subscribe, and obviously you'll be predisposed to it, unless some sort of legal disclaimer would say otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was thinking. So all the new commanders are out. Core 21's out. Let's talk about this set. This video is coming out on Thursday, and then tomorrow we'll have the new Jumpstart commanders ranked also.
True. So we're doing, if you don't know what the Ranking Every Commander series is, we got a whole big playlist of every single commander that's ever existed, aside from these.
Yep.
And they're all ranked with power, fun, artwork, coolness, uniqueness, 50-point scale, and then we see where they end up in the overall grand scheme of things.
Yes. So let's just hop into it. There's 10 new commanders from Core 21.
So quick video. This isn't going to be long.
It's going to have to be too long because there's only 10, but we're going to talk about all 10 of them.
Yes.
First is Karavak, the Spiteful, right above Grun the Lonely King, and right below Teneb. 2 black for a 3/2. Creatures get -1/-1. Other creatures. I mean, he doesn't obviously
You
have
had one chance and you failed.
I failed.
Epic fail.
Yeah, such an
this
epic
card
fail.
doesn't do anything. We were trying to think. And Joe was like, what makes this good? And I'm like, oh, you could clone it with like Helm of the Host. And he's like, well, then the clones just kill each other.
Yeah.
Like, so you can't even go all in.
If there's 3 Karavaks in the field,
There's no Karavaks.
Then all the Karavaks die.
Is there ever a point where you could say there's 3 in play? Not in Magic, right?
Yeah, you could have 3 in play if
Like temporally, yeah, there were 3, but don't you like as soon as you would check anything, there's not 3 in play?
Well, I was saying you could like an Anthem effect is something that would make them stay in play.
Yes, that is true. Maybe you go Anthems, you play Bad Moon, and then you get 3 Karavaks in play. No, it doesn't do anything. It's got no power, almost no fun. The artwork's just medium. There's almost nothing worth talking about here.
He's just a spiteful dude that's being spiteful. The story sucks.
He's also merciless.
If you want to read Karavak's little story, it also is Jor-El's little story, and it's also Mangara's little story. They all have a terrible little story.
We'll say it now so we don't have to say it again. Karavak tricks Jor-El into attacking Mangara. And almost all these characters in this know Teferi somehow, because it's the Teferi set.
Yeah. I mean,
moving on.
This is what that event happens right after Teferi like gets rid of whatever what
Zhalfir
or whatever.
It's classic pivotal story moment.
Don't care.
It's like the Doctor and Gallifrey. It's like the same thing.
I don't know what you're
It's
talking
ripped off Teferi.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Coming up next, number 531, it's Gadrak the Crown Scourge. He's right above Kami of the Crescent Moon, a.k.a. Butt Cheek Boy, and he's right below Tetsuko Umezawa Fugitive. What does this one do?
2 in a red for a 5/4 flyer. He can't attack unless you have 4 or more artifacts. At the beginning of your end step, you get a treasure for each creature that died this turn.
I like that the only notable thing about this card, rules-wise, is they moved the treasure text to the reminder text. They just said make a treasure token, and then it says treasure tokens can do this.
Yeah, this doesn't just... Yeah,
so like future cards that are more higher rarity could just say make 2 treasures and not have to say the clunky, like, they tap for mana.
Yeah, the toughest part about that is if a newer player gets this card, they don't know what treasures do. They have to Google
No, this card says what treasures do. It's in the reminder text.
Well, you're saying like in the future.
Well, that's always true. There's like they just throw prowess on like the mythic rare.
Yeah,
they don't have to say. They're just for tournament play. Anyway, he's only got a 3 for power. It's not even really a beater. I don't think this has much value, other than that the treasure tribal deck.
Yeah, you can make a bunch of treasures, do a bunch of things. We made an artifact deck out of this. That seems to be the best way to go. It's pretty fun.
You can throw... I mean, if you slam Jockle Hops, you're going to win. You're going to get like 1,000 treasures.
Yeah, you just go... Jockle Hops, leave 3 mana.
Yeah,
Mana.
3 mana. Then play this guy post Jockle Hops.
Yeah, and gets... You're probably just going to win the game. That's his little combo.
But that's because Jockle Hops.
Well, that's because...
This is just one way to take advantage of that dumb card.
Yeah, Jockle Hops is a good...
Fun level, seeing as we built this deck, fun level's pretty high.
Yeah. What's next?
The artwork?
The artwork. Yes, I couldn't remember what was next. For some reason, the artwork is fine. He's just like a dragon. He kind of looks derpy.
He looks derpy. He's got a really long face.
Yeah, I
was knowing you're fine. It's the art's good. I just don't like how he looks. He's well drawn. I just don't like what it looks like.
Yeah, he's a derp. It's really zoomed in on his face for some reason.
Coolness almost not applicable. Other than being a dragon,
he's a young dragon.
He's only 300. It must be nice to only be 300.
Yep, he's only 300 and he's young.
Basically a teenager.
Yeah. Wow. What a great character we got there.
In terms of how unique this card is, red, dragon, artifact. The only cool part is creatures dying.
Yeah, there's nothing really here that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, rock and roll with Blasphemous Act. There's your combo.
Yep.
Next
we have Baron, Talarian Archmage, right above Linvala the Preserver, and right below Gisela the Broken Blade.
It's an angel sandwich.
1 blue for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, return target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent was put from the battlefield to your hand, draw a card.
Obviously, in Commander, we're not so interested in a Manowar, so we're going to be jungling our own things around, blinking them, bouncing them, saving them, back and forth, drawing cards.
I mean, this is about as strong as Gadrick. It just doesn't do very much. It's okay.
It's low impact.
Yeah, at best, you're making him into like a Phyrexian arena, which...
It's a cute little engine, but you're going to have to spend mana on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is a great Commander. Maybe in the 99, but even then. How about that? Fun value.
Fun. I think it's a cool little deck to be built here with a lot of bouncing. It's like we gave it a 6 for fun. It's right near the middle of like, you could probably build a cool deck with this if you really went in and like did a lot of research. But other than that, the deck, like the average deck you're going to come out with when you build this is just going to be pretty boring.
It's going to look like a mono blue deck.
It's gonna
That's
look,
what it's going to look like.
Yeah, but also you're going to want a ton of creatures, and like mono blue loses a lot of strength when you start putting creatures in your deck.
I like the artwork. I like the artwork. This is the best one so far of the core 21s. Even then though, there's not too much to write home about.
It's the old guy.
What does Baron do? He was like stalking Teferi or something.
No, he wasn't stalking Teferi. Basically, if you want to know anything about Baron, he's Teferi's teacher.
Yeah, at Teleria.
At Teleria. That's like why he's in the set. But did you want to know what he did?
Sure.
You said you wanted to know?
Basically
anything Urza did, he was there.
Oh, he stalked Urza.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. Like, basically, when you read the story about him, he is the Talarian. He's a teacher at Talarian Archmage. Or
Talarian Academy?
Talarian Academy. And he's basically like the head teacher. And that's it. And then when Urza did something, he was there. When Urza did something, he was there.
Wow, that's really cool.
It's really boring.
Urza got his head chopped off. He got his head chopped off.
Yeah, he also, yeah.
Then if you look closely on Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, Gerard's got 2 heads.
It's actually, it's behind it. Like in all the arts, Urza is standing in the exact pose as Baron, and Baron is behind him, so you can't see him.
The tricky camera angles will get you every time.
Yeah, every single art actually is that.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend this card is very unique. It's mono blue and it does mono blue things, which I would expect from a core set anyway. I'm not trying to get my socks knocked off, but when we're ranking every commander, it doesn't do favors for Baron.
This is essentially what Visions, like Manowar, has been around since like Visions.
And they tacked a couple extra words on it. And now it's rare. Yeah. Could be like this card could be an uncommon, and I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
No, not at all. This is such an uncommon. It's insane.
Yeah, and Radha, Heart of Keld. This definitely is a rare. 374. It is above Tolsimir, Friend of Wolves, and below Slowbad, Goblin Tinkerer. She's 1 red-green for a 3/3 that is first strike on your turn. If you can play the top card of your library, if it's a land, and then you pay 6 mana and she gets +X, where X is the number of lands you control. This is the most powerful one so far. The best part is the land part, honestly. You're going to try to get Azuzas and, extra explorations, I can't think of them, and play them from the top of your library so you can just keep going. And then you get like Naked Dry Boy, Wayward Swordtooth, Oracle of Moldiah, all of these extra land things. And she's a commander. Because I guessed at least none of those. I don't know of any legendary creatures off the top of my head that lets you play with the top revealed. So that's the best part, I think.
The wizard guy, the weird.
Okay, but not red green.
Well, you didn't
not
say
like a land. I'm talking about lands matter.
You're talking about for lands. Okay, that's fine, but you just didn't say that. This is basically a Corsair crew fix, and it's got like an ability that like potentially just one shot somebody maybe with double strike, but it's not too crazy. It's just
I'm glad the ability's there because this card would be unexciting without the make me huge ability.
Make me huge.
how about fun factor? I think we kind of talked about it.
I mean, we did. There's a
red
deck
green
here.
lands matter. aggro. It's got an aggressive slant to it. Cool.
Yeah, again, this is another deck where it's like maybe there's something cool here if you really look super deep, but on the surface, there's just not much to do with it.
Well, you've got another commander option for red-green lands matter, and it's got a relevant ability that not many or none commanders have. None commanders.
I wonder how many of these decks, like realistically, if you built this deck with like any sort of competitive curve, there's Omnath Locus of Rage in it, obviously. It's like how...
Yeah, that card's good.
That's what I'm saying, like, it should say 100% in the EDH deck because it should be in every deck. It's so good in this deck.
Well, the Soul Ring's at 70%, so we're never going to get...
Yeah, I know. We're never going to get
those kind of numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
What does Radha do? She's like an elf warrior lady.
She was a really, really, like, bloodthirsty person. Then she fought against whoever became Phage. What was the...
Jessica.
She fought against Jessica. She lost to Jessica. And then something happened where...
She got real thick.
Jessica and... Radha basically shared their past or something, memories, whatever, doesn't matter. And that, like, after all of that and like all of the stuff, she became like
she mellowed out like my cat when we got another.
But she helped close the rifts, and closing the rifts diffused her planeswalker spark. She has a spark, but she wasn't able. It never ignited.
It can never ignite until Wizards wants to sell booster packs. That's got to be the worst. That's got to be the worst case scenario. If I knew I had one, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, screw your rifts.
Do you guys want to bet? We're going to bet. I'll bet you any amount of money. Either A, Radha becomes a planeswalker in the next 5 years.
Okay.
Or B, Radha. Or B, we do an alternative set where it's like basically
another plane shift.
With another plane shift where it's like, oh, this could have happened, and then Radha's a planeswalker.
So you're saying in 5 years,
yes, we will have
a Radha planeswalker card of like the actual physical card.
Yep.
I agree with that. So I'm not betting against you. But if you want to bet against us, wager something in the comments.
Yes. Let's wager.
Tell us what your wager is. Uniqueness, red, green, lands matter, plus X. Moving on.
Yeah, nothing crazy there. Next we have Nyambi, Esteemed Speaker, at 329, right above Norn the Wary and right below Hithonia the Cruel.
I'll read this one. She's white, blue for a 2/1 flash. When she enters the battlefield, you can return a creature you control. You gain life equal to its mana cost. And then she has a tap ability. 1, blue, white, tap. Discard a legendary card. Draw 2 cards. The best thing about this is you can discard lands.
Yeah, it works out pretty sweet. You can just... There's so many free roll lands like Urborg. There's one called Teleria. I don't remember what these do because they don't really do anything.
Yeah, there's a Django Castle and... all of these legendary, like free roll, untap, produce the color that they are. Super easy to includes. Again, this is basically as strong as Baron. Does like the same thing. It bounces a thing and it can draw cards.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same strength as Baron.
But the higher fun.
There's definitely a higher fun here because you get to like the throwing away a legend and getting 2 new cards.
She puts you in a direction. She's like, hey, legendary creatures. And then you can play Blink and Flicker if you want to, or bounce.
Yeah, she pushes you towards something. I like these like Legends Matters things that let you play the free roll lands. It's so cool to me because it's like
Kethis was a cool build.
Yeah, Kethis was a cool build too, and it kind of reminds me of this. I built this deck live on stream the one day, and I just had a ton of fun. Yeah, on Twitch. Yeah, I had a ton of fun building it because this is a cool deck, like so solid.
Good artwork. Nothing to write home about again because it's a core set. I expect that. I like what she's in, like a cathedral or some building where it's just like yellow.
I hate how close in age she looks to her father. Obviously, it makes sense.
Her father being Teferi.
Yeah, her father being Teferi. All these characters are actually rated Teferi slightly in some way.
Except for Gadrak. That's just some dragon.
That's just some dragon. Yeah. Obviously, it's just some dragon.
Right. If you like Teferi's daughter, then you'll love her lore.
Yeah.
Because that's it.
And right above Teferi's daughter in like Core 21 rankings, we have Teferi's wife, who is 292, and her name is Subiri
Tulzidi.
Tulzidi.
That's the Jawa language. It's their only word is Houdini.
Tulzidi.
Houdini.
Caravaner.
It's a long name.
Right above
Varchild, Betrayer of Keldor.
And right below Stitcher Geralf.
I just realized how many of these things have low power, but I'll read her. 2 and a red for a 2/3 haste. Pay 1 colorless. A creature with power 2 or less. Another creature can't be blocked this turn, and then you can pay 1 red, tap, discard your hand. Whenever one of those tiny creatures hits, you draw a card.
Yeah. So she basically is going to be able to draw you a few cards here and there. You really want to be careful when activating this. If there's somebody holding up a Cyclonic Rift, don't do it.
Don't discard your hand willy-nilly. Do we need to... No, that's advice you're getting for real just now.
Yeah, but her power is not really that high. She can draw you a couple cards here or there. She just doesn't...
She's cool. Cool build around it. This is a lot of fun, and I think the artwork's amazing. But break through the line on a creature is... That's fun.
There's just nothing to do with it. There really just isn't much to do with it.
How many creatures get huge in mono red that start out with 2 power?
Almost none.
Really not too many.
I was playing M21 draft earlier, and had a short sword, and I would move the short sword to her to give my 2 power creature, and then move the short sword back to my other creature so that I could have gone blocked. Yeah, I was blowing people.
Good lord. So she's Teferi's wife,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a caravaner.
Yep.
That's it.
She thought Teferi was a murderer.
Yeah, and then he was like, no, marry me.
This art's really good. We went between 10 and 9 because
You're waffling.
It's really good. I mean,
Fantastic. I don't know where these elephants are on Dominaria, but apparently they're somewhere.
Dominaria just has whatever it wants to have.
It's just the biggest plane, and they did too many sets on there, so there's like 85 different cultures on it.
Yeah. It is definitely a huge plane. And uniqueness. This is 2 power matters. It's
In red.
It's unique in that way. It's still an attacks commander in red.
It's cool with 2 mana 2/2 Grenzo, right? That's cool.
Yeah. There is definitely
Tokens.
There's cool things to be done with this deck. I think it's an overall just higher fun than most of the things you've been talking about. That's for sure.
That's true. Core sets, there's not too much, but we've only got how many more? 3?
A few more.
3? 4? 4?
4.
4?
4.
3?
Sure. 4.
There's only 4 more. So these are the top 4 of Core 21.
Yep. And at 254, we
I
have.
want to read one. You keep reading that. I want to read them. 254.
Okay.
It's Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. He's above
Hey.
Sig, River Cutthroat. He's below Ikra Shadiki, the Usurper. What were you going to say?
He's the Italian vampire.
He's the Italian vampire. He's tossing a pizza, but it's invisible. And he's got pizza sauce on his hands. It's not blood. This is PG 13. 13 and up, guys. He's got an 8 for power. Why is that? He's 2 and a black for a 1/3. Static ability. Sanguine Bond. Whenever you gain life, someone loses that much life. And then you can pay 5 mana to give your creatures lifelink for the turn. That's really good.
This card is incredibly powerful.
We built a deck tech on it. There's like 3 2-card combos, one of which is Vito.
Yeah, this card goes off so easily. Good God.
Only 3 mana.
This card goes off so easily. You don't even have to put much effort into it. How cool? How about if you have what's the Sanguine guy? I can't think of her name.
Vito?
No, the Sangomancer. If you have Sangomancer and you cast a Dark Deal, oh my God, you drain for so
Yeah,
much.
there's Sangromancer. There's the 6 mana sorcery that you kick a vamp. You don't kick a vampire. You kick by tapping a vampire.
You kick a vampire.
And then it just kills somebody.
I like the idea of
Goes infinite with exquisite blood.
yeah, and then it just costs to kick this card, kick a vampire.
All right. You said you misspoke again. You're not kicking this card. You're casting this card. You said additional cost to kick this card. We don't kick cards. We cast them.
Whatever.
You don't misspeak on this channel.
10 for art, absolutely stellar art. The lighting is awesome. He's got pizza sauce on his hands.
He's a chef. You can tell he's culinarily inclined.
He got a 2 because his story is he thought the only way to get salvation was through the immortal sun, and then the immortal sun disappeared, and he got mad and he threw over a giant vat of blood.
Yeah, some vase full of blood. So he's an Italian atheist chef vampire, which, if that was actually true, he'd be like a 10 for coolness.
If he made pizza,
The only official lore is that he's a 2. He's lame.
if his lore was he made pizza sauce out of human blood.
Oh, and he was like an avid atheist.
I don't even and he's navigating. I'll take no. If he just made pizza sauce out of human blood,
He's like crashing all the church parties. Like, this is all BS. What are you guys doing? Throwing over all the blood.
have you seen my pizzas? Look at my pizzas.
This is the one true. Here's the immortal sun. I made it into a pizza.
It's the immortal pizza.
You'll bake your opponent into a pizza. Number 6 for uniqueness because he's mono black, life gain. The cool part is the Sanguine Bond. That is the interesting part.
That is the interesting part. Yeah, you end up in mono black. You end up with a very stereotypical deck in a lot of ways.
I'll take the next one because there's a lot of names you might have trouble with. Jolriel Moonvuli Recluse is number 144. Kind of up there on the total grand scheme of things. Above Mizzix of the Magnus. Below Shabraz the Sky Shark. She is 1 and a green for a 1/2. And she has static ability. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you make a 2/2 cat token. That's nice. And you pay 4 green, and your creatures power toughness become XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand.
Now, I can't tell you now. I've played against this card like 3 times limited, and I always forget that ability exists.
Oh, yeah. You played against me yesterday.
Yes, and I played against it today, and I ran into it
You
again.
ran into it again?
I did
I
it.
beat you in real life with it.
Yeah, and I ran into it again. And
Brutal.
I mean, this card is decent. It's easy to draw the second card on your turn. Sometimes you'll be able to do it on your opponent's turn. Not too often, but you might be able to juggle something around and get something going.
We built most of these decks in person.
Mm-hmm.
I think 6 of these 10 we built. Mm-hmm. We just didn't build like the lamer ones where we didn't really know. And I guess if you count Niambi, it's 7.
Yeah, we built a lot of these decks.
So anyway, this one was my favorite. Not close. This deck is so cool. You get all the cycling cards. You get weird stuff like Alhammaret's Archive. The artwork's amazing, so we don't have to really talk about that too much because she looks like a boss. But I think there's so much fun to be had. Don't underrate this card. I've seen people underrating it. It's really good, and I think it's going to be really fun.
It's a solid card if you want to get your hand size up. My favorite card in the whole deck is Praetor's Council, where you take everything from your graveyard, put it in your hand. You have like a 30-card hand. Now your creatures can all become 30/30s for 6 mana.
Don't forget the unremovable static. You have no max hand size forever.
For the rest of the game.
Yeah, for the rest of the night.
For the rest of the forever.
For the rest of the day.
Earlier, I actually cast Praetor's Council and it resolved. So,
Yeah, so
I actually have
I'm
some
going to
mix-up.
not go to discard.
Yeah, so I don't have to go to discard. 9 for art. She just looks like a little woman with cats, and it looks good.
I already mentioned we weren't talking about this too much.
The art?
Yeah, I said it was really good.
Oh, it is really good.
It's amazing. How about the story?
The story, we already told you the story. Where there's nothing.
Oh yeah, we did already tell you the story. We were
she-
saving so much time.
She lives in the forest. Good
I think this is really unique for a green card though. Drawing cards?
it's second card draw matters. That's the blue green theme of the core set.
Yeah,
And
it's blue green, but it's also red, blue, white. Because of Gavi. I don't know.
who knows?
Who cares? Mangara, the diplomat, is next. 139. He's above Grenzo Dungeon Warden, but he's below Corvold Fakehurst King. He's 3 and white for a 2/4 lifelink. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of them are attacking you or a planeswalker you control, you get to draw a card. More importantly, whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, you draw a card. That's what we're here for.
This is mono white card draw. This gives you so much. I mean, we're in mono white, and this got to be one of the best mono white commanders ever printed.
It's so good.
I mean, it's
not
so
even that
strong.
good, but it's really good.
I mean, it is very good because you just have so many ways to draw cards, and you just don't get to do this in mono white. That's what you're missing in mono white. You're always like, oh man, do I play Mindstone in this deck? Oh,
Mindstone's great.
No,
How about like
no, not Mindstone. Mind's Eye.
Mind's Eye? No, never do that. I hate that card so much.
Mind's Eye. It's the card that people. It's like one of the go-tos in mono white.
I think that's a pitfall clickbait trap. I don't know. 7 mana to draw 2 cards. Just picture that, and then don't play that card.
This is a 10 for fun. It lets you play more Magic because you're getting more cards. And also, the taxing doesn't stop your opponents from playing the game because they're allowed to cast more spells. It doesn't stop them from playing. It just gives you some advantage when they do play the game.
We mentioned this before. Replace the white stacks garbage. Like, look at the old white stacks cards and just replace they can't do it with if they do it, you draw a card.
Yeah. How about, yeah, we could I'll even take like a containment priest that says if a creature enters from anywhere but the hand, draw a card. That'd be sweet.
That would be cool.
Because-
I want these things. You can do that with ramp too. You can literally just say,
Yeah.
Aven Mind Sensor, but if they search, you get to search for a land and put it into play. How crazy is that?
Yeah, the tax, like, you could just have tax effects that say one of the opponent. Basically, you can have like cards that could give you card advantage. Like, one of the opponent does something, you can do it because it's some sort of tax. Like,
They had that before, like Alms Collector and choose an opponent. When they attack you, you get to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see an issue with that. This is the start of good things to come, I bet.
Yeah, I'm happy about Mangara.
But the art is medium.
The art is
We're gonna
medium.
Get
Mangara's
back down to earth here.
He's sitting there in a green robe on a
Sofa.
chair, on a sofa covered in a red robe.
Yeah, it looks really weird to me. Mangara is a beloved character. You know, his lore, actually, what happened was Karavek tricked Jolrael into attacking Mangara. Can you believe that?
Yeah, they all like met at the one spot, and Mangara uses diplomatic skills to become like the leader of the people.
Cool. He's got a 10 for uniqueness. He's a white card. We mentioned he's got amazing abilities.
Yep, he's awesome. He's super awesome. And now,
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
the top legend in all of Core 21.
Number 65 overall.
This is Rin and Siri, inseparable, over Sharoom the Hegemon, and below Perforos, the Bronze Blooded. With an Anaya for 4/4 cat dog.
Dog cat.
No, cat
They
dog.
don't want those copyright strikes.
I don't care. I'm saying it's a cat dog.
Okay.
Whenever you cast a dog, get a 1/1 cat. Whenever you cast a cat, get a 1/1 dog. Pay Anaya and tap Rin and Siri. You deal damage equal to your dogs to any target, and you gain life equal to your cats.
More importantly, you fireball someone for your dogs. So you can untap this, you can retap it, you can make a bunch of tokens, you go wide, draw a bunch of cards, do sort of the Cryptolith right untappy thing.
Yeah, we're doing cats. We're doing dogs. We got
That's only a 4. It's 2 tribes. Cats are kind of supported. There's like a decent cat deck out there at this point. Dogs, there's literally nothing. We built this deck, there's 3 dogs in it.
There's 3 dogs, and 2 of them are from M21.
The best part is you get changelings, though, which count, and they trigger both. So if you cast Mirror Entity, you get a cat and a dog.
Yeah.
And then it makes all your guys cats and dogs, so you get the best of all possible things.
Yeah, you get if you cast a cat, if you cast another cat dog, which none other exists except changelings, you get a cat and a dog, which is sweet.
Exactly. 10 for fun. Do we need to mention why cats and dogs teaming up are fun? That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like that movie, Cats and Dogs, right?
They were enemies, though.
Yeah, but they team up, I think.
Do
at some
they?
point. I don't know. I was hoping.
I can't think of a movie where cats and dogs team up. Maybe Garfield?
Bolt.
Bolt? Yeah, there you go.
They team up a little bit. Not.
Who voices the cat in Bolt?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
Who voices the dog? Who voices anyone in that show?
I don't know.
TV, movie, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. A 9 for art. They're just adorable, and they're drawn well. They're adorable. They're cute. They're like cuddling up. Like
We're talking about the characters from Bolt.
Yeah, we're talking about the characters in Bolt. Great art in Bolt. You gotta love
Perfect directing on Bolt. I don't know what that movie's about. I think the dog gets lost or something.
Bolt. The dog.
No, he's an actor. It's an acting dog, and he thinks the lightning bolt and all the lore is real.
Yes, he thinks the Lord of the Show is real.
And the cat's like, "You idiot!" And he's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I don't know how he didn't know. It was a birth. It wasn't a birthmark.
Yep, that's basically
That's
it.
basically Rin and Seri. Oh yeah, that's really cool. They're stoic and they're like on mountains and they're just ready to mess up your day.
This is one of my favorite like kind of things where it's like just based on the art and the little and the name and everything we get that this cat and this dog, they basically just do everything together. Whether they don't have to be a couple or anything, but they're just always together. They always hang out and
They're at least BFFs.
they're best of friends. Yeah, exactly. They're best of friends. And it's awesome. This card is super cool. It gets a 10 for coolness without having any lore.
Do you think Joe and Beezy inseparable would be a good card?
Joe and BZ inseparable.
I don't know what tokens we create. Poopy and baby.
Yeah, whenever you cast, is that our preacher type, Poopy Baby?
Yeah, poopy baby. When you cast a poop spell, you make a baby.
If you cast a baby spell, you make
Make
a
a poop. That joke is right up our alley. The only thing left is uniqueness. It really boils down to, since we've done this a lot, and we've seen every other commander, it boils down to its double tribal card.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of tribes. That's all there is to it. I mean, double tribe is a little bit unique, and that's why I get to 6. But sometimes, if you just have a guy that says,
One tribe is, I don't know, 3 or 4.
yeah, if you see vampires get +1/+1, that's the card. That
So
card is pretty boring. It's like
If you check Magic's history, which we have, check out the playlist. There's a lot of those.
yeah, there's a ton of those.
So this list is done. We're officially up to date. The only thing left to do is Jumpstart, which is tomorrow,
Yep,
Friday.
get hyped for that. So special shout outs to all of our patrons. We love you all as much as we can without making you uncomfortable. And today, actually, in like, let's say, or not today, on Friday, tomorrow, so the next video, we'll be announcing the winner of the giveaway of the Dragon Package.
The Dragon Package, which
And-
we showed off from our Gravy Boat earlier.
And we will announce the new package for the month of July. And if you would like to be entered to potentially win the new package for the month of July, you have to become a patron before the end of the month. And you can win, who knows? We don't even know yet.
Who knows? Who knows what you could win? But it's obviously going to be worth at least $20, $25, $30. That's just a little incentive for you to like, once you get on Patreon, we're trying to hook you, get you addicted to us.
Yeah. I mean, who's not addicted to the nitpicking nerds?
I'm lying.
Yeah.
I'm lying. You can also go to tcgplayer.com. We'll have some link. It's not going to be these. But once you go to that link, you can navigate wherever you want, buy whatever you want, then we get a kickback on the order. Buymeacoffee.com. Other option, it's a tip jar.
Yep. These are all ways to support us. And if you can't get enough of me and sometimes never Beezy, you can watch me on Twitch streaming from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Been playing a lot of M21 drafts, trying to get into more standard because I don't like this draft so much.
Yeah, I guess I hit Mythic, so I got to qualify. I qualified for some thing.
Cool.
Qualified for a qualifier for the Pro Tour for some thing in like fall. So when all the stupid, horrible War of the Spark Guilds of Ravnica cards rotate out, maybe I'll play some Standard.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing some Standard. I'm just sick of. I don't like this format. I gave it a try. I've given it a fighting try too. I've probably played like 30 or 40 drafts now.
That seems high.
I mean, I have the number on my computer. But I definitely have over 20, and somewhere between 20 and 40 drafts. It's not like I haven't given this format a chance. I don't like it.
I haven't.
I do not.
Jury's still out on me. I've had winning streaks. I've had losing streaks. I don't know yet.
Yeah, and that's we'll just count that as a tidbit of our life. We've been playing.
That's our life.
We did a draft yesterday. I won
An in-person draft.
Yeah.
Mind you, that's important in these COVID times.
Yes, it was a mono white, and I won.
Yeah, lucky.
My deck was good.
He still ran into my Joriel activation.
My deck was good.
My deck was good.
Yeah, I was like one of the only white drafts at the table. White was super open at the table, and I just got.
Yeah, we did M21, then we did Mystery Booster.
Yeah, my Mystery Booster draft was kind of good too. I had
That's still cool. Although if I could make it, I would do it better.
yeah, there wouldn't
Less
be
vanilla creatures.
Yeah, and there'd be better removal spells. I'm sick of.
It's just
I don't
bizarre.
want every version of Lightning Bolt. Like basically, we get. You know how every other set has a version of Lightning Bolt. Wow,
A fixed version.
a fixed version that's always stupid. Where it's like, this is like
Scorching Dragonfire, or Shock even.
No, I would like.
Searing Spear, Lightning Strike.
Yeah, but we don't see those ones. Those ones are all good.
Nope.
I'm talking about the 4-mana one from Origins that deals 3 to a creature and you scry one at sorcery speed.
But why?
But why?
But why though?
Why can't I have a good one? Every single version of the 5-mana, 4-mana, 6-mana kill spell for a destroy target creature from every set.
all the black ones, like destroy creature of vehicle, destroy creature if it had a counter on it, you get a snake. Like, where's Doomblade?
I love how yesterday I had double assemble the Legion in my deck. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was weird. I definitely don't like the foiling of that set. What
Oh.
the heck is going on? You see 3 of the same mythic rare foil every draft.
Oh, it's stupid. We have Scourge. There was 2 Scourge of the Thrones in our in our
friend
pod.
next to me had 2 foil Iron Mirrors.
That's stupid.
But we're rambling now at this point, just
Yeah.
about anything. So let's end the video.
Yeah, we're gonna end the video. So peace out, Tribe Scout.